When you think of a top predator, what comes to mind? Maybe you picture a powerful lion stalking across the savannah, or perhaps a great white shark gliding through the ocean. You probably don't think of a bat. But in the dark rainforests of Panama, a small furry creature is rewriting the rules of hunting. This is the fringe-lipped bat. It might only be the size of your thumb, but it has the heart of a lion. These bats are incredible hunters. They don't just chase after tiny insects. They go after big, juicy prey like frogs, lizards, and even other bats. Their skill is so impressive that scientists are calling them the lions of the bat world. These bats are masters of the night. Their scientific name is Trachops cirrhosus, but some people call them the frog-eating bat. It's a fitting name. Their favorite meal is the tungara frog, a noisy amphibian that sings loud songs to attract a mate. Unfortunately for the frog, its love song is like a dinner bell for the fringe-lipped bat. The bat can hear the frog's call from a long way away. It then swoops down from the darkness to snatch its unsuspecting meal. This is not just a simple hunt. It is a complex strategy that shows just how intelligent these little mammals are. They have learned to use their prey's own signals against them in a remarkable display of natural cunning. What makes these bats so special is their sheer audacity. Imagine a predator that regularly takes on prey that can weigh up to half its own body weight. For us, that would be like trying to wrestle and carry something as heavy as a large dog for dinner. It sounds impossible, but for the fringe-lipped bat, it's just another night's work. This ability to tackle large prey sets them apart from many other bat species that stick to a diet of small bugs or fruit. They have carved out a unique niche for themselves as formidable carnivores, proving that size isn't everything when it comes to being a successful hunter in the dense, competitive world of the rainforest. The comparison to a lion is not just about their ferocity, it is also about their place in the ecosystem. Lions are apex predators, meaning they are at the top of their food chain. They help keep the populations of other animals in balance. In their own small way, fringe-lipped bats do the same thing. By hunting frogs and other small animals, they play a vital role in controlling populations and maintaining the health of their forest home. They are a keystone species, a small but essential part of the intricate web of life. Their presence indicates a healthy, functioning ecosystem, and their disappearance would have ripple effects that we are only just beginning to understand. So, how do we know so much about these amazing flying hunters? For a long time, their nightly activities were a complete mystery. Scientists knew what they ate, but they didn't know how they found their food. Tracking a tiny, fast-moving bat through a dense, dark jungle is incredibly difficult. But a team of clever scientists came up with a brilliant plan. They decided to give the bats their very own high-tech backpacks. These weren't for carrying books or snacks. They were tiny, super-light radio transmitters that weighed less than a paperclip. This technology allowed the team to follow the bat's every move without getting in their way. Fitting a bat with a backpack is a delicate job. First, the scientists had to catch the bats using soft nets called mist nets. Then, they carefully attached the tiny transmitter to the bat's back using a safe temporary glue. The glue was designed to fall off after a few weeks, so the bat wouldn't have to carry the backpack forever. Once the bat was released, it flew back into the forest, completely unaware that it had become a secret agent for science. The researchers could then use a receiver to pick up the signals from the transmitter. It was like playing a game of hide-and-seek in the dark, with technology guiding the way. The data from these backpacks was revolutionary. For the first time, scientists could see the entire hunting journey of a fringe-lipped bat. They learned that the bats didn't just fly around randomly, hoping to bump into a meal. Instead, they had specific hunting grounds, returning to the same general areas night after night. The transmitters also revealed just how far they traveled. Some bats would cover several kilometers in a single evening, flying from one patch of forest to another in their search for food. This information showed that the bats have a complex understanding of their territory, much like a lion knows its domain on the savannah. This study, published in 2020, completely changed our understanding of bat behavior. Before the backpacks, we could only guess what these creatures did after they flew out of their roosts. Now we have a detailed map of their secret lives. We know where they go, how they travel, and what they do when they get there. It's like having a GPS tracker on a tiny winged predator. This kind of research is vital. It helps us understand not just the bats themselves, but also the delicate connections within the entire rainforest ecosystem. The more we learn, the better we can protect these incredible animals and their fragile homes. The backpack study revealed one of the fringe-lipped bat's most effective and surprising secrets, a hunting tactic known as hang and wait. Instead of constantly flying and searching for food, which uses up a lot of energy, these bats are much smarter. They fly to a favorite spot, perhaps a branch or a vine overlooking a pond, or a wet patch of forest floor. Then, they simply hang upside down and wait. They stay perfectly still, listening and watching. They are like a silent sentinel in the dark, conserving their energy while remaining completely alert. This patient strategy is a key reason for their success. This hang and wait method is strikingly similar to the ambush tactics used by some of the world's biggest predators. A lioness will often lie hidden in tall grass, sometimes for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike an unsuspecting zebra or wildebeest. A leopard will perch silently on a tree branch, watching the ground below for any sign of movement. The fringe-lipped bat does the exact same thing, but on a miniature scale. It uses patience as a weapon. By waiting for the prey to come to them, or at least to reveal its location, the bats save precious energy that they will need for the chase, the capture, and the heavy flight back home. This ambush style is particularly effective for hunting their favorite food frogs. Frogs often give themselves away with their loud calls. From its perch, the bat can pinpoint the exact location of a calling frog. It uses a combination of senses to do this. It listens for the call, uses its vision to spot any movement in the leaf litter, and even employs echolocation, sending out high-frequency sounds and listening for the echoes to build a detailed three-dimensional map of its surroundings. Once it has locked onto a target, the bat launches from its perch in a sudden, silent dive. The unsuspecting frog has almost no time to react before it is scooped up. The results of this strategy are astonishingly effective. The scientific study found that fringe-lipped bats are incredibly successful hunters. They manage to catch prey on about half of their hunting attempts. To put that in perspective, lions, the mighty kings of the savannah, are only successful in about 1/4 of their hunts. This means these tiny bats are twice as successful as one of the most feared predators on the planet. Their combination of patience, intelligence, and sensory prowess makes them exceptionally efficient. They have truly mastered the art of the ambush, proving that great hunting skills can come in very small packages. The fringe-lipped bat is a highly adaptable hunter, but even the most skilled predator faces threats it cannot overcome alone. The biggest danger for these bats is the loss of their home. Rainforests in Panama and across Central and South America are shrinking at an alarming rate. Trees are being cut down to make way for farms, roads, and cities. For a bat that relies on a specific type of forest environment, this is a disaster. When the forest disappears, so do the bats' roosting spots, their hunting perches, and the ponds and streams where their prey lives. Every felled tree is a blow to their survival. This habitat loss has a direct impact on the bat's food source. As forests are fragmented and ponds are polluted or drained, the frog populations decline. Fewer frogs mean less food for the bats. The Tungara frog's love song, once a reliable dinner bell, is becoming fainter in many areas. The bats are forced to travel further and search harder for a meal, which uses up more energy and lowers their chances of survival and raising their young. It's a chain reaction. No forest means no frogs, and no frogs means no frog-eating bats. The delicate balance that has existed for thousands of years is being broken. Protecting these remarkable creatures means protecting the entire ecosystem they inhabit. We cannot save the bats without saving the rainforests. Conservation efforts are crucial. This includes creating protected national parks, working with local communities to find sustainable ways of living, and reforesting areas that have been cleared. By preserving large, connected areas of forest, we can ensure that the fringe-lipped bat has enough space to hunt, roost, and thrive. It also protects countless other species, from the tiniest insects to the majestic jaguars that share this forest home. Every little bit helps to maintain the rich biodiversity of these vital ecosystems. The story of the fringe-lipped bat is a powerful reminder that nature is full of surprises. It shows that even the smallest animals can play a huge role and exhibit behaviors as complex and fascinating as any large predator. They are not just pests or spooky creatures of the night. They are highly intelligent, efficient hunters and a vital part of a healthy environment. As we learn more about them, our admiration grows, but so does our responsibility. We must act now to protect their world, ensuring that the tiny lion of the night can continue its reign in the rainforests for generations to come.